Hey everybody, my name is Jonas Goldsmith. I am here with Suunto at Tahoe Mountain Sports in Truckee. What I have in front of us is Suunto's 2014-2015 lineup, including our mainstay core collection right up here in the top, as well as all of the new Ambit 3 product right here at the bottom. Let's now talk about the new Ambit 3s. Here I have the Ambit 3 Sports, which are these three right here. And then both of the new Ambit 3 Peaks as well. The Ambit 3 Sports are replacing the Ambit 2S. The Peak is just replacing the Ambit 2. The main thing that separates the Ambit 3 lineup from its Ambit 2 brethren is going to be Bluetooth connectivity. Now, one thing that I don't have shown here in the case that you guys definitely do carry is the Ambit 2R. That is the running version of the Ambit series. The 2R still maintains the AMP Plus connectivity and not the Bluetooth. We haven't upgraded that one quite yet. It is coming in the relatively near future. We don't have an exact timeline, but that one will be out sometime in the future. For right now, the main difference, as I mentioned, of the Ambit 3 Sport over the Ambit 2S is that Bluetooth connectivity. That means that it will talk to your iPhone, to the Moves Count app. When you're getting ready to pair one of the new Ambit 3s to your Moves Count profile on your iPhone, all you do is you go into the menu on your Ambit 3 by holding down the middle button. From there, all you need to know is up on the top, down on the bottom, next in the middle with the buttons there. We will cycle down to pair, and we will want it to pair with the mobile app, right? So now it's telling you to activate your mobile app. You should already have it up on your phone, and it'll take, couple of seconds to find it. Once your watch has found your Moves Count app on your phone, there will be a little 6-digit or 5-digit PIN code that comes up on the watch that you then type into your phone, and from there it's paired and you're good to go. The other cool thing is if you get the heart rate version of this, the heart rate belt is Bluetooth and it will talk to the app all on its own. So if you like running with your phone on your shoulder, you don't even need to wear a watch. The other thing that we've included in these watches that does separate them from the Ambit 2 stock is going to be an activity tracker. So everybody knows that sort of like Fitbit is the new thing, very, very popular, these little very slim activity trackers. All of those features are built right into these watches, just showing sort of your activity for the week. It'll count your calories, give you a rough estimate based off of just the movement of the watch. Obviously, it's not going to be as accurate as if you're wearing one of our heart rate monitors, but just based on the movement, it'll give you a relatively accurate calorie count and show you the type of activity that you've been doing with your watch for that given day. Gives you a 7-day period, and then it'll cycle on to a new week. So that is something that is available in all of the Ambit 3s. Now, let's talk about the differences between Ambit 3 Sport and Ambit 3 Peak. The Ambit 3 Sapphire has the exact same functionality of the Ambit 3 Peak. The main difference here is that obviously the Peak Sapphire has the machined stainless steel bezel as well as a sapphire crystal face on it. Okay? $100 more expensive. So $600 without heart rate, $650 with. That said, in terms of functionality, both of the Peaks are the same. The main thing that separates these from the sport models is going to be battery life. It is also 3 millimeters thicker. That is going to be the extra battery built into those. Let's talk about those the battery life between the watches on those different GPS modes. The shortest duration is every single second.
Every second.
Yes. So what that does is every second this talks to satellites multiple times, and it will give you real-time speed, real-time distance, real-time pacing, what everybody has come to know as GPS functionality, right? From there, we can switch this to a 5-second mode, which means it'll talk to satellites once every 5 seconds, and then to a minute mode. Okay, and the minute mode is fantastic for, I have found, sort of like hiking and backpacking, where you don't need to know exactly where you are and exactly how fast you're going every single second. Seconds mode, the Sport is going to get 9 hours of battery life. Okay, that's pretty standard across the board for most GPS watches. It's between 8 and 9 hours. We're on the high side of 9 hours. The Peak, on the other hand, has that extra battery in it. This is going to be 15 hours, 5-second mode. This goes from 9 to 15 hours. Okay, This guy goes from 15 to 25 hours. Then in minute mode, this goes for 30 hours. On minute mode, this goes for 50 hours, 50. And then GPS off, 15 days, 30 days. Okay, so you get a month out of the big guy. And then also, the Peak has a barometric pressure sensor built into it.
The Sports still have all the ABC function?
There is no barometric pressure sensor. It will still give you altitude based off of GPS.
Okay, that's how it does it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now, one cool thing that the Peak does, that the Sport does not, because it has the barometric pressure sensor in it, we have something called fused alti. It basically takes barometric pressure sensor data, correlates it with GPS altimeter data, and gives you the most accurate wrist top altimeter out there right now. A lot of skydivers do use them. They really, really like them. It's really great for skydivers because they can use the altimeter on it really, really accurately, but then they can also track their flight later. The other thing that I will mention about the Ambit series, push notifications now come to your watch based on what your phone has been doing. For instance, I just got a Facebook message from somebody. So right now on my phone, I have a calendar one, and I have like a little Facebook notifications. Those will both pop up on here. As soon as you clear those, so I'll show you guys, those are no longer there. It no longer shows up on the watch, and it's basically instantaneous. So text messages come through on the watch. All push notifications, as I just showed you. Incoming calls will come in on the watch, which is super cool. And that is something that can be turned off. What we have here is the brand new Ambit 3 Sport in white with the nice and soft women's specific band. This is the all black version. This is the brand new Ambit 3 Sport in our blue color, which has already been incredibly popular. What we have here is the brand new Suunto Ambit 3 Peak in black. This is the Ambit 3 Peak Sapphire version with machined stainless steel bezel and sapphire crystal face.